All right. So I'm taking a look at a trail connection here. So essentially there's a trail that comes out here. This is no man's. Pops out right here. And this is the beginning of the bowl loop. Well, the beginning is actually technically over there, but there is sometimes an entrance here when it's not super overgrown. So I'm just double checking it. Yeah. So I think this could be cleared enough to get through pretty easily after that. By the way, welcome to my new GoPro. So I picked up a Hero 9, as I mentioned, and yeah, I'm testing it out. I hope the audio comes out good. I know when I'm writing it doesn't pick up my voice as easily, so might have to be yelling at it. Almost fell there. Yeah, see, this is an alternate entrance, but I do like it, so I think we're gonna try to clean it up and see if we can make it look better. So let me get to that, and I'll bring you guys back when it looks a little better. All right, that's looking a little bit better. You can see kind of in there. I'll ride it in a second here. There we go. See, not too bad. Put up some new arrows. My bike is not warmed up yet, so pardon the noise. It's a little tight here, but not too bad. And then it kind of meets up with the other trail here, which we'll jump on in a minute. All right, so this is the other entrance to the bowl loop. This meets up with where we were just at in a minute here. So I cleaned this up. I'm talking louder because I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe I didn't clean up. So I want to kind of talk about this a little bit. Here's my machete. I think people take some of these trails for granted. Maybe clippers would be better. I know there's a lot of properties that are, you know, owned by someone, and like a business, I mean, where you pay your, you know, fee to enter the park, whatever you ride. They have employees to do all this work, but Natural isn't like that. It is a club, but it's a private club, so you pay a membership fee, but that's it. And so we don't have any paid employees or anything like that, but we do have a couple dedicated guys who maintain these trails. Shout out to TJ, Steve, Jonathan, Phil, and they do an awesome job, you know, but it is a grueling amount of work because Mother Nature takes everything back. Today it's like 85 degrees. I've been out here for about 10-15 minutes. I already feel like I've been to the gym for an hour. So I don't know, you can only appreciate the work they do, but I don't think they say thank you enough. But I like this loop, and this one has been overlooked for quite some time because the access to it isn't straightforward clear to a lot of dirt bike riders here. I have it on the map now. I think it is going to get more use, but as you see, it's in kind of overgrown shape. So anyway, for this video I think I'm going to show some of this work and then a little bit of riding, and we'll see how it goes. Try to make it not too boring. I'm actually here with Les and his son, but they're way ahead of me because there's more here than I realized. I sure hope this video comes out good. I have a windsock over, not windsock as in Windows 95 for those who are as old as me. No, windsock to hopefully prevent wind noise from the GoPro. We'll see how that works out. Gonna throw up an arrow here. That's the other thing we do, is trying to make sure this place is well arrowed. Now unfortunately these do last a while, but again, rain and wind and sun and everything else takes a toll on them. Weather here in Alabama is pretty brutal sometimes, so they have to be re-arrowed every so often. Anyway, let me clean some of this up and we'll be back. Alright, so this is where this trail meets up with the other one right up there. Whew. But you can see my setup here. Oops. This is not an exact science. I mean, you can kind of follow the path, but personally I find that having arrows is a little reassuring that you're still in the right place, because there are a lot of old trails here, and don't die. I think the old trails can confuse people, and sometimes trails are taken out of commission temporarily because they're too worn out. So it's good to have fresh arrows where you should be going. Well, I mean, no progress so far. I mean, I've traveled like maybe 200 yards. Yeah, these are my arrows here. You can see that's where the trail comes in. And then we keep going. I think this calls for an arrow here. Like I already sweated through it. Oh god. There we go. Because that looks like maybe a path, see? That's the confusion we're trying to avoid. Make it absolutely clear that you're on the right trail still. I don't know if this content is interesting or not, so I want to talk about that actually. I fully realize that my channel, my videos are tailored towards a very select group of people. Either my friends who I ride with, random people who like watching strangers ride in the woods. I still like you guys, but you're weird. And you know, odds and ends here. I got some family watching and things like that, but you know, my content is boring. I get that, because it's me riding the same trails at the same speed all the time. So I'm trying to do some other stuff like reviews and whatever, but you know, that stuff is already out there and better than I can make it, at least I think. Oh, this is not good. So I don't know, I'm trying to do some different stuff. I got some ideas in mind. People have been asking about my radio setup, so I'm going to do a video on that. I keep talking about it, but I got to do it. There are some legal complications with that one, so I'm going to have to make sure to be careful. Don't want to anger the FCC. But in general, you know, like I said, there's Talky Off-Road. He does awesome videos. You got Slavin's reviews. You have Dirt Bike Channel and countless others, you know. So what can I bring to the table? I don't know. I noticed there weren't that many riders in Alabama. There's Preston's Adventures. Hey Preston. He has some cool videos too. Donnie, of course, has awesome content. Tyler has awesome content. You know, there's plenty of guys that ride Seca and race. I watch some of that sometimes, but I'm not a racer, so it just doesn't grasp my attention as much. What to do here? See if we can break it. Okay, the whole tree just moved. That's not good. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of struggling a little bit as to what to keep doing here. I'm not doing this for the subscribers, but meaning I don't need more subscribers. I'm happy with the 100 plus I have now. Thank you guys. But you know, it's nice to be entertaining, and I feel like maybe there's stuff I could do. So if you have ideas, I'm all ears. Of course, I got thorns in my in my side now. Typical. But okay, yep, that's the whole tree. See how far we can move it without losing an eye. Okay, that's all she wrote. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where to move forward from here. I can keep filming the same stuff I have been. And you know, there's always something that happens. Someone falls off. We find a different route. We go up something we didn't go up before. So I know it can be fun. But who wants to see the same content all the time, you know? Plus, I've been doing full feature-length videos, as Nothing Fancy calls them. And I like them because for me they're basically like a diary of my memories and my rides, you know? So I can look back and relive. But for random dude at home, you know, 50 minutes of me riding, not super exciting. So yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, and we'll see. Maybe I'll find some original content that I'm good at. That looks better, doesn't it? Try not to have OCD and clean up every single little branch, so I'll never get to the fruit. Right, there's some low-hanging fruit, pun intended. Okay, not really fruit, but these vines, man, hate them. Oh, you know what I just realized? I don't know if I've been putting up arrows. Crap. We'll go back one, and then we'll put another one up. I mean, it's pretty obvious where the trail's at, but like I said, these arrows are reassuring content. Wait, not content. Yeah, I'm tired. You can tell. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Shut it. This might be also interesting if I don't make it out. Oops. That's fine. Go on up here. And this would be the last footage. They can make a found footage movie about me. They're gonna call it in the Woods. I should probably bleep that out. I have kids watching. Well, maybe not kids, but yeah, there's a few kids, I think. Which makes me question their parents' judgment. No, I do kid-friendly content. I try to bleep out all inappropriate stuff. Maybe we'll do one here, central location. This stapler kind of sucks. I bought it because it's lightweight, but it's not very good. There's some actual badly arrowed parts, or not arrowed parts later, that I really want to fix. I'm trying to make some reasonable progress here. But as you see, there's plenty of opportunity for cleanup all along the way. So I'm trying to do my part. Maybe we'll do one here. So I made this a little bit clearer. There's a big ass root over there. Better way up. Back for an arrow. Okay. I really gotta warm this bike up. I'm not really riding. I'm sitting around. Ooh. Yeah, see, stuff like this could be bad. That could grab your helmet, yank your neck, and that's a bad time. So yeah, my setup here, in case anyone's wondering, I don't know if you can see this. Probably can't. Staple, arrows, stapler, or sorry, staple, stapler, arrows, and pruning scissors, and machete. Works pretty good. I also have big pruners in my backpack. I gotta like cut down a serious limb. Although I've been macheting those, so still good to have options. Nothing worse than doing one of these and realizing you can't fix it like you've been meaning to. So we came to some double track here. You can tell, I mean, I know this trail, so I can tell you it's straight ahead, and I think most people can probably tell, but there's also double track that goes this way, right? And we do have some trails that connect over double track. So it's best to make this as clear as possible. And we'll pull up an abundance of arrows here to make sure people go the right way. Now, unfortunately, there isn't like a good tree right here. That'd be nice if there was one like right there. But maybe what we'll do, well, let's do it here. But you see the point of all this, right? Obviously, make life easier on the riders. Because nothing worse than riding and not knowing where the hell you're going. I mean, there's adventure, I suppose, right? But a lot of times people plan a ride around the map that I made in, you know, if they can't find the extra trail. The map should help them, but, you know, GPS is off sometimes quite a lot. Almost forgot I'm doing that. Anyway, so yeah, I was gonna say I bought a kayak. I'm not really a water person. I have some weird fears when it comes to water. But yeah, I got one. And we went on a little float, about 2 hours. Pretty easy. I'm not really good with categories, but I think it was like a category 1, which is as easy as it can get. And there were a few currents that caught me off guard. One did flip me out to the point where I got stuck in the current next to a branch. That sucked. Didn't help my fear at all. But it is fun, and given how hot it is today, I would much rather be on the water. But this work has to be done. So maybe there'll be some kayak content. Speaking of, if you want to see where there is to float around here, I want to recommend the channel of the Southern Paddler. He and his brother, I think his brother's Alabama Floats, go to a lot of the places that we'd like to go to. When I say we, I mean me and a couple of the guys here down in our group that have kayaks too. So we'll see. But yeah, his videos are beautiful. I'm super jealous of his production quality. This one I'm gonna have to chop down. So some machete action. If any ladies are watching, I don't know what that means. I've been meaning to get like a small battery operated saw, but those things are heavy. I already got so much crap on me. Got 3 liters of water, got some tools, I've got the radio. Just all adds up. There we go. See? Isn't that better? I do like this. This is kind of badass, isn't it? When the world comes to an end. Note the when, not the if. This is gonna be a nice setup, you know? Driving by, zombie. Whoosh. I've been watching too much Walking Dead. Let's put an arrow up here. I do enjoy this kind of work. It's kind of peaceful. You in the woods. If I wasn't talking to myself this entire time, it'd be nice and quiet. I think it's meaningful work, you know? Feels good, especially when people ride through it. I mean, they don't even realize, you know, that you did the work. That's the thing. I think a lot of members here think, oh, this is a magical trail system that maintains itself, but you know, that's not the case. But I like it. I like helping out and making small improvements here and there, you know. And it makes a difference when you can ride, especially when it's hot. A lot of guys ride without goggles, which I don't necessarily condone, but I do it myself sometimes too. I did remove the foam from the bottom and top of my goggles. I have a, not a throwaway, but an older pair. I actually, you know what? I can show you because they're right here. This is my older pair of Oakleys. So I removed this foam here and this foam here. And it makes a huge difference in terms of them not fogging up, because Oakleys kind of fog up. Unfortunately, they do get dust inside. So for a single track, it's fine. For double track riding or when it's super dry, you pay them penalty a little bit. I do have a pair of 100% Amiga, which do vent better. Not perfect, but better, but they're a little tight on my face. So I stopped wearing them. I went back to the Oakleys and pulled the foam, and I think I'm happy with that. By the way, don't pay full price for Oakleys. A lot of people pay the $200+ for these things, and I'm like, okay. But I wanted to get some replacement lenses. I run the Prism lens, and it's like 60 bucks, I think. And BTO Sports, and I'll link to them, has Oakleys on clearance quite often. You may not get the design you want, but you'll get Oakleys top of the line for like 90 bucks. That's only 30 bucks more than the lens, right? So I actually bought a pretty cool pair on clearance the other day. So I have a set with foam too now. All right, let me pause here. I chopped this one down here. There's really no good way to prune it. I mean, I could, but it's gonna keep growing back here. It's already in bad shape, so sorry, tree. It's not easy. Being cheesy. What? Oh, not great. As you can tell, I don't do this for a living. There's probably some guys who down trees all the time watching me going, what the hell is he doing? Well, I never claimed to be good at this stuff. But where there's a will, there's an injury. I mean, a way. You see how I almost put my hand in front of the machete like a Yep. Why do they give me this stuff? There we go. Ooh, foxhole. Hopefully. There we go. See, that's a little better. I gotta find a place to stash this thing. That's property boundary right there. So we'll do this. In fact, it will be good to put an arrow there so people don't run into the fence. Anyway, back in a minute.